Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 8 of our Supersize You annual challenge, Supersize Challenge. I'm just calling it pretty much this year to keep things simple and short. Today, perfect cup for today because we're talking about your core values. And this says, no one is you, and that is your superpower. I absolutely positively think that that is one of my core beliefs, is that each and every one of us are so unique and so special. And we need to remember that in everything that we do. Well, today, we're going to remind ourselves by looking at and thinking of and brainstorming, I say at least 10 core values that we have, because we're looking at every area and aspect of our life. So what are the things that are core to your being, central to your being? I have to write creativity on here while I remember it. And then problem solving, PSDM, I'm going to add to. Okay, so I've already got 15 on my list. I wanted to challenge everybody today to come up with at least 10 core values, 10 things that are in your heart, in your soul, that are important to you, and that you use actually as filters for decision making, for what opportunities you'll even allow yourself to see, how you spend your time, the emotions that you experience most often, your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, all tie into and lead you to have certain core values. One of mine that I'm working on minimizing is safety and security. I think we all have that. I think it's built in and wired into our DNA and our reptilian brains and all that. But it also is kind of a double-edged sword, because it prevents us from taking risks and doing things and stepping outside our comfort zone, because our subconscious and everything about us, and we'll talk about this throughout the year, is designed to keep us the same, to keep us safe. And it's only when we push the envelope of those comfort zone walls that we actually make some progress and create the life that we want and desire, not the life that we just happen to be living based on all of our past emotions, decisions, thoughts, feelings, beliefs, actions, etc. That's where we are right now. So if there's an area of your life that you don't love right now, guess what? You have 100% of the power and ability and responsibility to change that. I've in the past have been in situations that were extremely bad for me and those I love and care about, yet I stayed stuck in those situations because I felt like, and I kept telling myself over and over again, that I had to stay. I had to be a part of that. Wow. What a waste of time, energy, and years of all of our lives. And we're dealing with the ramifications of all of that still to this day. So today, what are we going to do? We're going to come up with and think about and realize, and it's not like you're making these up. They're already a part of you. If you're not sure what your core values are, pay attention to what results you're getting, what you're spending your time on. I mean, if you are watching hours of streaming television a day, or the news, or anything outside of yourself, what are you getting out of that? Is it just giving you a distraction so you don't have to pay attention to another area of your life? Is it, I don't know what would cause us to do that, but been there, done that in the past as well, on sometimes and for some things. But again, we get to always choose what we're going to consume and watch as well. So, for example, I'll just share some of mine since I've already done part of this today. Love is always at the top of my list. Why? Because we all want to be loved. We all want to be acknowledged. We all want to be appreciated. Second is continuous improvement. I have got and have been hardwired somehow through the course of my life and experiences to always be learning, always be growing, always be improving in some way, shape, or form. That's why I do this annual challenge. It's because I know that if I do one little thing every day, no matter how small, if I do one little positive thing a day, I'm planting 365 positive seeds in my life. And there's no way that I cannot be a better human being at the end of this year than at the beginning. It's just the way the universe and universal laws, the world, everything works. So love is number 1, continuous improvement number 2, kindness and following the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Add value. If I can't add value, I just keep my mouth shut. And I'm getting better and better and better at that. Relationships, communicate in positive ways. Think for myself. That's a biggie. I think that the vast majority of the population on the planet could pay attention to and decide to choose to have that be a core value and think for themselves, meaning the news, social media, anything outside of you that's giving you messages, your best friend giving you feedback, telling you you're crazy to have an online business, whatever it is, your family telling you that you're a failure and will never succeed. And whatever happens to be in your environment in your life, we all have to filter all of that toward what we know is true and right for us. Be an example. I always say be an example, not a warning. Be an example for other people. Us choosing to be ourselves, like the Superpower Cup says, is setting the example for other people and giving other people permission to be themselves too, especially the people close to us, the people that know and love and care about us and that we know and love and care about. When they see us doing things that are a little bit different and outside of our comfort zone, it encourages them to do the same thing. Do what you say you will. This is, again, one of my favorites because so few people actually do what they say they're going to do or follow through or follow up. Be me. Be just who I am and don't apologize for it. I still apologize for who I am a lot of the time, but I'm going to stop doing that maybe in 2026. Make the world a better place. Again, what are we living for if it's not to positively impact the lives of others and but therefore the world? Because the more people we impact, the more we impact the world in a positive way. Guess what? So a whole lot of people that very easily impact the world in a negative way. Don't be like them. Share now. I can't. Streamline and simplify. Yep. That's still coming into this new year with me. The older I get, the more I realize the power of letting go of things that aren't for us and just embracing the things that are, simplifying and doing the things that are urgent and important for us to do and letting go of the rest. But simplifying, streamlining, doing what I want to do and showing up how I want to show up, but in a way that gets easier and feels better than pushing and trying all the time and hustling. Do what's next, do what's right. I got that from the Frozen movies, I admit it, but it's so true. All we have to do is remember to have a propensity to action and do the next thing, do the next right thing. I love that particular phraseology. Be present in your life. I've been very guilty of not being present in my life. So this is, of course, one of my core values now. And then creativity and problem-solving decision-making. I just added that as we were talking. So I will continue to add to my list, but these are all core values for me. And that line in the sand where, yep, above the line, I will do it. Below the line, not even a question, won't even entertain or waste my time thinking about it. That's one of the powers of core values, is knowing who you are, what you stand for, what's most important and critical to you, what's core to your being, and then using that as your filter for what you'll look at, what you'll see, what you'll do, what you won't do, how you'll feel about different things, and how you move forward through this life. Any questions? Hit me up. I would love it if people would share either their top 10 list or the top 3 or something in the comments below so we can learn from one another, because sometimes when somebody else shares their list, it triggers for you and reminds you of things that really are important to you that you haven't let yourself have or let yourself feel yet. All right. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.